Welcome back, it's CharlieYT here, and today I'll be showing you a couple of replays from the Golden Knight Challenge. As you can see, I have no past Royale on any of my accounts, and I've gotten all three of them. All three challenge emotes for each account. Let's hop into these replays so you guys can see them. I accidentally started a match right before doing the video, and as you can see, I was using level 9 and 10 cards. I'll start with this one because I think it's kind of funny that he was DMing me. I told him good luck and he laughed at me, so. We started with this army, so I was just going to barb barrel, keep it cheap, keep it simple. Figured I'd just roll recruits in the back because it's simple, it's easy, and it costs a lot of elixir to defend because it's a dual lane push. That flying machine was supposed to be slightly earlier so that I could snipe the princess first. So it was a little bit of a misplay on my part. He did go all in with his elixir there, and on the right side he went Scrummy, so I saw my opportunity to go full force left side, and he's still rocking me. So I decided I'd be a little bit toxic myself. I'm not sure. I think at this point he was just like, I should get a tower and just let this guy win. But as you can see, he's completely given up. Goblin Cage is always a good option because, as you saw in that situation, I caught the princess snipe by accident. This is a really solid all-around deck. I used it for all 4 of my accounts, and I had several people actually just quit because they couldn't defend. Let's see if we can find another good replay here. I'll just go with this one because it's the next one. Okay, so I don't have Goblin Cage in my starting hand, which is optimal. As you can see, this guy just completely overcommitted at the very jump. So he forced 11 elixir out of me, which wasn't exactly optimal for me, but I did get that tower damage back, as you can see. Goblin Cage is a really good counter against Bandit. As you can see, he completely stopped her. And he was at full health at the end of the interaction. The Zappy should have been 1 tile back to avoid the hit there, but that's alright because it was only 1 hit on one of my Zappies. Now, with the Golden Knight and the Royal Recruits, I was trying to wait until he tried to dash, and if you play as soon as he dashes on top of him, he'll only hit 2 of the Royal Recruits. But if you wait and if he's already dashing and you do it away from him towards the Royal Recruits have time to set, then he'll hit all of them. This deck is mostly about defense until, of course, your opponent overcommits, and then you just go all in, pretty much. And I'm not exactly sure why he decided to quit, because it really wasn't that bad on his part yet. He as you can see, it kind of shocked me. Because like, he had plenty of time to come back there. So I was a little bit confused why he decided to quit. But this deck really did make quite a few people just quit. Now, I would share the deck to the clan, but I don't have Golden Knight unlocked on my level 14 account, which, as you've seen in my previous video, strangely enough, I do have him on here, but when I try to use him, you can only use champions when you're King level 14, but if you come over here, he was already in my deck before they fixed my tower level, so I can still use him. I think this one's a little bit closer. I'll let you guys see this one. I'll put it on times too, because I think we're getting a little bit too far into the video. It's 6 minutes, that's fine. I'm lagging just a tiny bit, which I went Goblin Cage, as you guys saw. As I said earlier, that's a good starting play. But he didn't do anything until I had 10 Elixir again, which was really dumb on his part. That was a good Golden Knight there. But he didn't dash, he should have dashed. And as you guys saw there, the easiest way to get activation with the Firecracker, if you have Goblin Cage at hand, is just a Goblin Cage. And that Fireball there did allow my Goblin Brawler to get a hit on the tower. I did not know at the time that he had Elite Barbarians, or I would not have played the Royal recruits in back. If you know that your opponent has Elite Barbarians with this, and you're playing this deck, your best option is the Royal recruits. So you want to save it until they use them, and then play it somewhat high. And this guy kept giving me optimal fireball value. Okay, that one really wasn't all that close. But as you guys can see, this deck is really dominant. Golden Knight, Barbarian Barrel, Zappies, Flying Machine, Goblin Cage, Fireball, Royal,